It is hot in Tel Aviv today. It is really, really hot. We were talking about the fire element. We're on fire today. And it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning of the summer. It's not even summer yet by the book. It is spring. And it is the beginning of global warming. So we need to adjust. We need to learn how to work with what is. And turning on the air condition is not the way to go. So yes, I'm suggesting that we will turn it off and never turn it on again. It will save us a lot of money. It will save us a lot of producing technology that is just not appropriate with everything that means. And it will improve our health dramatically. And it will cool down our cities, because cities, they warm up between 4 to 7 degrees more than the area around the city. There are a few reasons for that. Altogether, it's called heat island. And one of the main reasons are the air conditions, because everything is air conditioned with boxes that cool the inside and heat the outside. And that's really ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous technology. Really, it's just, don't use it. So how do you live without air condition? First of all, you remove it from your house. Once you have the option, it will be much harder to avoid turning it on, right? But then, when it gets hot, what do? So first of all, consider life with less work, and especially less work in front of computers. It is summertime, it's hot, we can't work so much. The only way we can work as usual, as normal, is because we are creating artificial environments for ourselves with artificial air and artificial temperature. Our bodies have their own regulation systems, and if we just let it adjust to the summer naturally, we will suffer actually much less from the heat. It's quite amazing, and I really recommend that you try. At first, it seems like it's going to be unbearable, but as the days go, your friends that use air condition will suffer, and you will notice that they suffer much more than you. And they suffer because of the huge gap in the temperature between what's going inside and what's going on outside. They suffer because their bodies are completely disoriented. Using air conditions affects our immune system. They make it weaker. They make us much more sensitive and just not resilient. So we want to develop our climate resilience, and we can do it right from home. And when it's hot, we try to work less. We go outside to the garden, we go outside to the beach, and we adjust our nutrition to be a cooling, light nutrition with very juicy and light food, fruits and vegetables. And we make nice cool drinks that I'm going to show in a moment how I'm making one. So as I'm sitting here with all the doors and the windows opened in the house and letting the very warm breeze to come in, and yeah, taking many showers in a day, by the way, that's another thing. And if you collect the water, you can even, not feel guilty about it. There are all kinds of tricks you can use to cool yourself down. People have done it. Those houses were built before there were air conditions, and people knew what to do in the summer. It's not that it's fun; it is hot, but that's what we have. And with this, before I go to the kitchen to prepare something cool to drink, I just want to add that we cannot, in those days of global warming and climate crisis, we have to face the truth, which is that we are in an emergency state, an ecological and climate emergency, and it's time to tell the truth about it. We cannot deny it anymore, and to not face it is just not the right way to go. So joining the movements for the climate movement and movements like Extinction Rebellion is one thing that each one of us can do, support those movements, because they really raise awareness in the public and they change politics, and this is what we need to do. We need to work on all the scale, from the personal to the political. And with that said, I'll go to prepare something cool to drink. All right, so I'm in the kitchen, back in the kitchen, woman, and I am going to prepare myself a cool drink for the summer. So I have some almonds. Maybe you saw us peeling almonds forever, so we have quite a bit of peeled almonds. And I'm going to first make some almond milk. I'm taking my tea. It's like herbal tea from this morning. And I'm going to turn this herbal tea into almond milk really, really easily, just by blending it together. So, look at this beautiful milk, foamy and completely convincing. Of course it's convincing, it's almond milk. It's an amazing drink already as it is, it's amazing. I'm going to get rid of the pulp just by pouring it through a strainer. And of course the pulp that is left is very usable for other dishes, cookies or bread or salad dressing. It's just amazing stuff. I am aware that I just used an electrical machine. It made noise, it's connected to the wall, and we don't have a solar panel on the roof. So maybe not an appropriate technology. Now I'm going to add a few summery additives, right? So I have some nana leaves. I'm going to put nana leaves. I'm going to put a cucumber. And I'm going to put some aloe vera. So this is how I cut it. We will have an episode, a complete episode and a workshop about aloe vera. Right now I will quickly cut some white gel. Beware of the yellow part, only the white gel. And blend it all up. And if I want to make it cool, of course, a few ice cubes. It's good to drink cool drinks in the summer. It's not recommended to eat frozen food in general. Of course, sometimes we will do it because we want to, but just so you know, it is not good for our digestion. And again, it's addictive. And then anything else that is not frozen seems to be warm and not tasty. But in reality, the frozen food, when we eat frozen food, we don't feel the taste so well. So things need to be much more sweet, so for us to feel that it's even sweet. So better drink and eat things in room temperature, or a little bit colder, of course, in the summer. So we have here an amazing cucumber mint almond milk. I'm going to close it and go to the garden. So here I am in the garden of CityTree, in the middle of Tel Aviv, underneath the mulberry tree and all the plants that we grew here, drinking almond milk with aloe vera and mint leaves that we grew. And we still even have some mulberry fruits. I can enjoy the birds jumping from branch to branch, and just to relax outside, and the breeze when it goes through the leaves, it's really nice. And I also hear the humming of the air conditioning from everywhere around me. And I wish it would stop and people will discover that we can enjoy life in the city even in such hot days.